Yo, what's going on, you guys? My name is Owen. Let's go over some of my summer pickups. Starting off with a vintage long sleeve. I am a sucker for a vintage long sleeve. If there's an item that comes in a long sleeve variant, I usually always gravitate towards that. And this is just one of those items. I actually got this through a trade with my homie Quinn, who's actually been on the channel before. This is a 1994 acid bath when the kite string pops long sleeve on my personal favorite tag, or maybe like top 3 favorite tags, the M&O Knits heavyweight tag. Quinn actually put me onto acid bath, and he actually got his hands on a couple of these. So when one of them became available for trade, we struck a little deal and I managed to get my hands on this guy. And it's just such a sick graphic. I love the clown graphic. The clown on the front and on the back is supposed to be John Wayne Gacy, who was an American serial killer in like the 40s. It actually has the J.W. Gacy right there. And he would dress up as a clown. And so yeah, it's a pretty sick long sleeve. It's got some beautiful cracking going on and it fits me perfect. M&O Knits medium is like my perfect ideal size, so could not let this one through my claws. And let's move on to the next item. Going down the line with another t-shirt. This is gonna be another music tee. This is a 2006 Crystal Castles Alice Practice Madonna tee. This is from their Alice Practice EP. This is honestly like one of my favorite graphics. It's so fucking cool, and the cracking is insane on this guy. You guys can see how faded and cracked up the ink print is. And yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Crystal Castles lately, and so I figured why not pick up a shirt when this one became available from one of my favorite vintage sellers. I have no idea what tag this is. Honestly, the tags are so shriveled up. It's on a Bay Island sportswear tag, size large. This one fit me perfect right out of the gate. I usually get my stuff tailored, but this one was at the ideal length for me. And yeah, just a simple little t-shirt that I've been wearing a lot. I've got one more music tee, and then I'm gonna switch over to a couple of accessories. And this guy is a holy grail item I've been on the hunt for a minute, and I managed to get an insane deal on it. So shout out to you, you know who you are. But yeah, this is an Aphex Twin Come to Daddy long sleeve with the insane screenshot from the Come to Daddy music video, which was directed by Bill Cunningham. It says Aphex Twin Come to Daddy. It's got the Warped Records and the Sire little copyright prints right there. And then on the back, it's got the big A logo, which is insane. This thing is cracking beautifully. The front and back are just like nicely worn in and nicely faded. It's on, there's 2 different tags that these came on. This is on the Euro tag, so it just says 100% cotton extra large with the care label instructions. I did get this guy tailored because it was a little bit long. I always get my stuff brought up to like either a 26 or 27. So now it just fits me absolutely perfect, and I just love this long sleeve so much. I'm a huge Aphex Twin head. I love not only like his music under Aphex Twin, but under his other aliases as well, which kind of like touch on, it's all similar genres in the electronic sphere, but they've definitely got like different tastes, which is really cool. So if you haven't explored those before, I would highly recommend checking them out. But yeah, Frank Ocean has worn this shirt before, so it's kind of become like a grail ever since then. They're just extremely hard to find and very expensive, but I got hooked up with a fantastic deal, and this, I don't know if I could ever let this one go, honestly, because I know for certain I will never see one again. So yeah, that is the Aphex Twin Come to Daddy long sleeve. I think I'll probably have a little like short form video posted on my Instagram relatively soon, kind of going over the details of this, because it deserves some shining glory in its own attention, its own separate piece of content. But that's it for the Aphex Twin long sleeve. Taking a quick break from some tees, I want to go over a couple of accessories. You guys might know that I run my own brand, Somar. This is actually the office for Somar. So I have the team come in at least 2 days a week, usually 3 days. And our next release, which is coming out on August 3rd, are the infamous eyewear, which you guys have probably seen me wear in like every video or every photo. And it is the Somar Daedalus glasses. They come in 2 different variants. They come in the shades, which are called the Eclipse. It's a matte black sunglass right there. It's got the Somar logos on the side, and I'll show you guys what they look like on. Yeah, these are just like the perfect pair of sunglasses. I only wear these. I've gotten rid of all my other sunglasses because these are just exactly what I want in a pair of sunglasses. And the other variant that they come in that you've probably seen me wear a lot, because I recently needed a prescription for glasses, and you've probably seen me wear them in other videos, but now I have the final pair in. I just haven't got my prescription put in these yet. These are the glass, which is the all clear variant that you can get your own prescription put in, or not. They just come with a clear lens out of the box. But they have the Somar logo on the side as well in the support bar, which is really sick. And they kind of resemble like safety glasses or like woodworking glasses or construction glasses, whatever you want to call them, because of how like structured and boxy the shape is. And I've yet to find a single person that does not look good in these. Like, they seriously fit like every type of face. I'm really excited to get these out there. The content that we've been making for these is insane. You'll probably see it on the Instagram by now at least, but we did this whole like campaign about this like fake video game, pretty much like this video game heist. And yeah, we like shot this cover, shot the back photos and everything, and it was such a fun project to work on. And I'm excited for you guys to be able to get your hands on the glasses and to be able to feast your eyes on the content as well, because it was so much fun to work on this project. In addition to the glasses, they come in a really nice case as well. The clear ones come in this white case that has the Somar zipper on the side, and the leather from the white case is actually the excess leather from the sleeves of the Norin varsity jacket, which you guys might remember. We had some leftover scraps of this leather, and so we just turned them into some cases and got the Somar logo embossed, trying to be as resourceful as possible. And then the clips, which is this pair right here, come in a nicely pebble grained leather with the matte black Somar zipper right there. And it has like a really interesting shape as well. We wanted to do like a unique case design, so that is what I came up with. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy these. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this release as much as I do. I've been working on this one for a minute. It takes so long to do eyewear because you have to get molds made, and every time you want to like change something, you have to get a new mold made. It all comes in separate pieces, and usually it's like a separate factory and everything. It's not like through a typical clothing factory. So it's a lot of work, but I am really happy with this quality. These are like some heavy sunglasses as well. And yeah, as you guys can see, I think they look pretty fucking cool, and I'm excited to get them out there. They're gonna be available on August 3rd. They are gonna be $179, and they are extremely limited. The option is there in the future to place an order to have more pairs made, but I've never released eyewear before, so I wanna like kind of test the waters a little bit. So if you're looking for the perfect pair of sunglasses or regular glasses, I recommend checking these out. And yeah, let's continue with some more tees. All right, you guys know I love my gaming tees, and I have quite a few really cool rare ones to show you guys. This is a piece that I included in a little short form video a few weeks ago maybe, and the world went crazy for this thing. It is a very rare piece. This is a Silent Hill 3 Heather Mason tee from 2003. It is a rare variant that has Heather Mason printed on the front right there, holding a gun up to like the viewer, but it's like printed on the front side, which is really cool. On the back, it has the vertical logo Silent Hill print, and it's on the beautiful M&O Knits tag. So this is the rare variant, like the more exclusive one. I don't know if it was a pre-order bonus or if it was like a special edition bonus. It might have been region locked as well. It's like really hard to dig up info on them because they're so old. This is the more common variant, still like really hard to find, but it has the vertical logo on the front instead of on the back. And then on the back of this one, it has the Robbie the Rabbit print on the back of the neck. And usually it's like an extremely long t-shirt. This one fit me perfect right out of the box. I saw one sold yesterday, like day of posting, for I think $450, $500. So they go for a lot of money now, and I will definitely never let that one go because I will never see one again. But yeah, that is the Heather Mason tee. This next one is a little bit more niche. It's a game that I don't think a lot of people have either heard about or played before, but it is Fear, or First Encounter Assault Recon. It was a first-person horror shooter game that came out in, oh damn, I actually don't remember what year. It came out in 2005, and it had a lot of really cool aspects to it in terms of like the gameplay, mainly with the physics and the slow motion like ability. And yeah, this long sleeve is just nuts. It has just one of these soldiers on it just opening fire. I do have another Fear shirt somewhere, but I have never seen this one before. It's on another one of my favorite blanks, the Gildan Heavyweight Cotton blank. And you guys know I just love a long sleeve. And the guy who had this listed had it listed for I think like 2 or 3 years, and he would not respond to anything. He had it listed on Grailed and on Depop, and I think on eBay. Wasn't responding to any messages, wasn't available to purchase. It was just like send offer only, so you couldn't just like buy it outright. He wasn't responding to anything. And then eventually one day I checked and there was a buy option. So I took a gamble, purchased it, and it was already at like a really good price. It wasn't anything crazy. And sure enough, he shipped it. It took about a month to get here because it's coming from Poland, I think, but now we have it in hand, and it is a true gem. Nothing on the back, just a nice little plain Jane long sleeve. Highly recommend checking out the Fear games. Fear 3 took a little bit of a weird turn, but Fear 1 and 2, highly recommend checking out. Okay, I've only got 2 more gaming tees. I'm gonna go through them relatively quickly. This is a Left 4 Dead 1 tee from 2008. Left 4 Dead tees, surprisingly, are extremely hard to come by. And this one has a really cool print variant. This one is part of the original merch lineup, obviously. And it has Zoe and Lewis on the front just opening fire in a horde of zombies. It's really faded, so it's hard to see all these zombie faces, but there's a couple of zombies on the front. It's got the little Left 4 Dead hit. It's on an American Apparel blank, which is just one of the blanks that Valve used in their merch lineup. And then on the back, it has the Left 4 Dead hit and then all 4 survivors. Left 4 Dead is easily one of my favorite franchises. Pretty much anything with zombies though, I'm sold. I want to show you guys that little guy real quick. And then also Valve-ish related, but technically not. Staying in the Source engine, I guess. This is a shirt that I did a little video about on my Instagram. You might have seen it, but this is a Counterstrike 1.6 bootleg tee. It has a really interesting print. It's got 3 hits of the same graphic. I'll get some close-ups for you guys. It has a CT crouched on, I thought it was dust. Honestly, I was just going off the context clues from the line, but it's actually train. It says another and another, and another one bites the dust. And it's got a white print, black print, and blue print of like the same image. So it's kind of like a triptych, I guess. And then below it has the Counterstrike.net URL. And then it has, I think what's a username, it says APA Preacher Boy. And then an email address, joelp@remedy.com. No idea if that's the same Remedy that does Remedy Studios. But yeah, really sick image. I've never seen anything like this on a Counter-Strike bootleg before, even just like a bootleg t-shirt. And on the back, the image has like completely faded off, so I can't tell what's there, but all that's visible is that it says T's win. It's got the Counter-Strike vertical hit, and then it has like some number countdown action going on, and then right below, I couldn't read it before, but you guys actually helped me decipher it on Instagram. It says the bomb has been planted. So yeah, that is a really sick t-shirt. I am stoked to add this one to the collection. I've never seen this before. After I posted this and people went nuts for it, I got some insane offers of people wanting to buy this off me. I don't think I want to sell it though. I think I want to keep it in the collection. And then the tag is hilarious. It's one of my favorite tags. It just says 100% cotton, large, and yeah, that's kind of it. I don't really wear it, to be honest, because it is white, but I did get it tailored, so now it is at my ideal length if I did want to wear it. But yeah, that is it for the Counter-Strike 1.6 bootleg tee. Okay, so the last t-shirt is technically not a sample, but I do want to show you guys since it is going to be the next release after the Daedalus glasses. And we're calling this one the Phantom tee, and it's going to come in 3 colors. It's honestly like the perfect fitting t-shirt, and it has this really cool seam detail that runs on the front that you can kind of see runs down the shoulder and then down the sleeve, and has a center back seam right there. I'm just over the moon with this t-shirt. Honestly, I've been working on this silhouette for a minute and also trying to find like the right fabric too. And so it's gonna come in a black, and then it's also gonna come in a white and stone gray, all with that same front seam detail with the back seam as well. And they're not gonna come in a 3-pack like the membrane tees. There's gonna be available separately. But yeah, a lot of people are asking for more t-shirts. I just didn't want to do the membrane tee again. So we were kind of like re-engineering like what would the like Somar blank tee look like if we could like improve the basic t-shirt silhouette, but not go too out there. And this is where I landed on the Phantom tee, and I am super happy with this. You guys will see what the on body looks like. I think it fits perfect. I don't know when it's gonna come out yet, so don't ask me. All right, I say we switch over to a couple of shoe pickups. I actually have a lot of shoe pickups, so I'm only gonna show 3 in today's video. The first one are these bad boys right here. These are the Yeezy Season 5 Realtree camo combat boots. It's kind of a hilarious shoe. I believe Yeezy actually did get sued by the owner of Realtree, the guy who actually like created the original Realtree, because it is a licensed product. And I want to say that the Yeezy line just used it and removed his logo from it. So I think there's actually a pretty limited number of pair of these. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it's a really sick looking boot. It's basically just a desert combat boot done in a canvas that has the Realtree print all over it. These came in a few different colorways. I think they came in an orange, which is the second hardest to find, and then also a brown and a tan. I'm not sure if there's a black, but they're all like different materials as well. Some are like suede, and then some are in this like canvas material. But yeah, I've been wearing these a ton. They're honestly really comfortable. They have a lot of cushion, and the sole is really interesting too. I love that the sole actually has the Realtree print on it. Has sort of like some interesting print variation going on. And yeah, that's it for the Yeezy Season 5 Realtree boots. Staying in line with another pair of camo shoes. I don't know why I got 2 pairs of camo shoes, but these are a early 2000s pair of the Puma Nu Monstros. There's a couple different variations of the Monstro shoe, and this is what's called the Nu Monstro, like NU, which has completely different paneling from the original. It actually has like a split toe panel. So the outside panel actually runs down to the front of the toe, and it has a slightly different strap to the original Monstro. And this is actually a sample pair. I'll get some footage for you guys, but it has like a sample tag on the inside. I don't know if they ended up producing this camo pair. Honestly, they're really comfortable. I've been wearing them a ton. They're really easy to throw on because it's just all elastic and Velcro. I've seen that Puma's come out with the Monstros again, like they just re-edition them in some honestly really ugly colorways. So I do not recommend going with those. I recommend just trying to like deep dive and find some interesting variations, because there are some really cool like materials and colorways out there. But Puma, if you ever want to collab with Somar, let me know. We could do something cool. And the last pair of shoes is gonna be a throwback for you guys. If you've been watching the channel for a minute, you guys know that I used to be super into number 9 and undercover. And I haven't purchased number 9 since like maybe, I want to say like 2018. So it's been a long time, but I finally caved and actually got a couple number 9 pieces. The other ones I'll just save for some future stuff. But I want to show you guys these right here. These are the number 9 Crying Heart leather patch slip-on Vans. Technically these are not Vans though, because they are made entirely by number 9. There's no Vans branding at all, even though they are just basically Vans. And they have this really awesome patchwork detail that has corduroy, canvas, leather, and suede patches of their Crying Heart motif all over the shoe in some slightly different tones and colors. And they're just really cool. Obviously you guys know that I have my just all black Vans, and I felt like slightly upgrading, and I managed to track down a pair from a viewer of the channel actually, and got a fantastic deal on these. So shout out to you. But yeah, these have pretty much just replaced my all black Vans slip-ons. And there are a bunch of different models of shoes that number 9 has replicated. One of them I can show in a future video, but they've done the Jack Purcells, they've done high top Converse, they've done low top Converse, and there's probably one more that I'm forgetting. But yeah, the slip-on Vans are a classic. and I wanted to show you guys those real quick. Moving on to some pants, I have 3 pairs of pants to show you guys. 2 are Somar samples, and then 1 is a new pickup that was like half gifted to me. I'll start with the gifted item. This was sent over from Basket Case. You guys probably know Basket Case. They are extremely poppin', and Zach is killing it over there, and he sent over I think they're called the Calwell Slacks, and it is basically a really wide leg suit trouser that has this awesome detail of these little hook eyelets, and the waist, if you were to stretch out the waist, is probably like a 38, maybe close to like a 40-inch waist. But the idea is that you fold this front flap over and then you hook it on to the little clasp, and then it creates this really interesting pleat detail, and then just has some back pockets right there. I am in need for some more like wide leg trousers in my wardrobe because I've pretty much sold everything. And so all I have right now are like Somar pants and then these pretty much. So yeah, if anybody has any recommendations, let me know. Yeah, shout out to Zach for sending these over. Next, going over a couple of samples to show you guys. These, I know you guys have been wanting these, and they're coming, I promise. These are the Somar Ahab Easter Lamb Capris. I'm not gonna talk about these too much because I do want to do like a whole like separate video. I'm showing off the full set, I guess, because there is a top half as well. But this is basically a slightly altered version of the Ahab denim, but done in a Capri length and like some slight variations, but the material is actually completely lasered, which has this image of the Easter lamb graphic that we've been using, and it's lasered onto the denim, and then it's sewn and constructed into these shorts. But the way it has to be done is completely constructed after it's been lasered, so each panel has to line up perfectly. So it's not lasered after it's turned into the shorts, which you can actually see on the side right there. The side seam is matched up perfectly, and the laser graphic goes all the way on to the back, so it just has the little flower print everywhere. It's got the classic Ahab pocket in the front right there, matte black hardware. They fit incredible. It's got slightly different back pockets, so it's got these welt pockets in the back, and this one has a snap, and then it has a little, what's it called, a tool pocket right there that you will typically find on like carpenter pants. But yeah, these have been a summer staple in my wardrobe, and I will do like the full unveiling relatively soon. I just want to save it for its own video, I guess. And then the next sample, I actually just got this in last week, so I have not been able to wear it that much because it's been so hot in LA. But these are, they're so heavy that they're falling off. These are the Ahab denim cargo jeans. It's a slightly altered fit from the typical Ahab denim that you guys know, but it has the cargo pockets on the sides of the legs. They're actually 3D cargo pockets, and then also on the back side it has some flap cargo pockets as well. So they're slightly different than the usual Ahab denim. And also these are constructed, I think it's either 14.5 or 14.75 ounce selvage denim. So they are extremely, oh, I forgot to mention, hold on. Taking a quick step back to the Easter lamb shorts. That's the other thing, is that these are all selvage lined as well. So this is like top of the line quality for everything we're trying to do. If you know anything about denim manufacturing, you know that this process is crazy. First off, to do the selvage lining, and then to also get the lasered graphic, and then also match seam everything. I'm trying to take Somar to the max, and hopefully you guys appreciate it. But yeah, going back to the cargo jeans, all black, selvage lining. They have a slightly higher rise than the standard Ahab fit. We did have a version made with the regular Ahab fit, and it just kind of looked a little weird. I wanted to give it a little bit more room, a little bit more like bagginess, I guess. Sort of like an oversized fit, but it does have the same Ahab style quick draw pockets. It's got the little Somar badge on the front left. Hopefully I can wear these relatively soon. Straight up just been too hot, but wanted to show you guys that. All right, I've got 3 shirts and then 1 hoodie to show you guys. This first one is a true gem, and this one took a lot of work, honestly. This is a vintage Prada pinstripe shirt. Prada and Tom Ford Gucci make my favorite fitting shirts. And unfortunately, this one's a little too big on me. This is a size 43, which is, it just looked massive on me. But I took it to my tailor and she did her magic on this thing. She brought in the width, she brought up the length. Originally this had, I forget what it's called, but it's like a scallop at bottom where it kind of flows down in the scallop on the front and also on the back. I think, is it a scallop tail? I forget what it's called. Somebody let me know in the comments. And then also the sleeves were like crazy big and way too long. So she also took up the sleeves. Even though this was way too big for me, I didn't want to pass up on this because the material, I'm a sucker for a tonal pinstripe. And like the tri-tone of this fabric is so beautiful. The base color is sort of like a brownish purple. And then it has black stripes with sort of like a tan copper stitch that goes through the black stripe. I'll try to get a close-up for you guys, but it now just fits me absolutely perfect. I got the hem straightened out as well. That is my newly acquired Prada pinstripe. Like I mentioned, I typically don't like a scalp unless it's oversized, and this is one example of that. This is an Our Legacy in collaboration with Stuy. I think it's called the Borrowed shirt, also in this beautiful pinstripe. I believe this is from spring summer 2021, so it's a few years old. They've done a couple different variations and like different materials of this shirt before. It's called the Borrowed shirt because it's supposed to look like you're borrowing somebody else's shirt because it's massively oversized, even though it is a size medium. It's honestly something that I'm not like super comfortable wearing. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone to wear like a super oversized shirt like this, but I have found a couple ways to make it work into my wardrobe. A really great layering piece for like hotter weather days, especially going into the evening, because I can just wear like a tank or a tee, and this over top is like my overshirt jacket. Last up for the shirts is a grail piece. I did sell a lot of my Raph items that I was not wearing that much, but this is one that I have never seen before, and honestly think it fits perfectly into my wardrobe and into my style. This is a Raph Simmons consumed police military button-up shirt. I am in love with this piece right out of the box. It is like the ideal fit for me. It has the straight hem. It's perfectly sun faded. It's really interesting how a lot of the consumed items has this sort of like faded purple, faded navy sort of sun fade to it. For example, here's another consumed button-up shirt that has a very similar tone to the police military one. And then also here is a consumed rider that has a very similar fade as well. This is a huge grail piece. It has a like faded brown purplish tone. I've seen some that are so faded, they're like damn near like pink because of how faded it's become. And this one still has a little bit of pigment left. It's really cool how it kind of goes from like a purple to a navy. But anyways, staying back on track, it has the US Army Military Police patch on the left sleeve. And then it has this really interesting chain that it came with. It came in the front pocket, and I assume that's supposed to be worn like this because of like the nature of the shirt. A lot of military police uniforms will have a chain that goes from either the middle placket up to the epaulette or up to one of the front pockets, except it is extremely long, so I've actually just been wearing this mainly as a wallet chain, but I just put it on this shirt so you guys can see what the full piece is supposed to look like. It works great as like an overshirt or as just a base shirt on its own. And the chain it came with itself is like a black chain. It has a little Raph Simmons tag right there. Let's move on to the very last item for the video. All right, last but certainly not least is a grail, at least for me. It's another gaming piece. This is a Bloodborne hoodie from the original merch lineup. You guys probably know that I'm a huge From Software fan, and Bloodborne is easily my favorite out of their whole lineup. In terms of the aesthetic and the story, everything about it is just me to a T. And unfortunately, it is completely locked on the PlayStation 4. I've seen a lot of stuff about people trying to make like custom PC ports. I've heard a lot of rumors about a PC port coming or like a PC remaster coming, but nobody's confirmed anything yet. Extremely hard to come by. I believe this was either a collector's edition piece or it was region locked because they are so hard to come by. I forgot to ask my buddy who I got this from what the story on like which bundle or where was available. It's printed on a Delta fleece tag, which is honestly one of the best. It fits me perfect. It's like a nice, like kind of like a small-ish hoodie, which is kind of what I like for my hoodies right now, to be honest. And the color is faded perfectly. It's kind of gone to this nice little brown tone. And yeah, Bloodborne merch is so hard to track down, honestly, but they look the sickest. So if anybody has anything out there, let me know, please. Get in my DMs. Nothing on the back, unfortunately. That would have been really cool. But yeah, that is it for the Bloodborne hoodie. And don't forget, the Somar Daedalus drop happens on August the 3rd. This pair, which is the Eclipse pair, will be available, and then also the glass or the clear pair will be available. They're gonna be $179, and they are unfortunately pretty limited. But in the future, if you guys want more eyewear, I can do more eyewear. I've just never done eyewear before, so it's kind of hard to test the waters with it. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.